Today my presentation will be on aggression in preschoolers. There are many contributing factors to aggression in preschoolers. Today we're going to be talking about the social learning theory. It was founded by Albert Bandura. He says that we all learn by observing behavior of others, in quotes, our models. Children tend to imitate behaviors of their models, and in turn, adults will respond with either reinforcement or punishment. There are two different types of aggression that we see in preschoolers. First is going to be the instrumental aggression. This is a little more physical. It's more like the desire to obtain a goal, such as stealing a kid's toy. It's expressed more by boys than it is girls. The other is relational aggression, which is expressed more by females. It is intended more to hurt someone's feelings versus being physical. One thing that can lead to violence and aggression in children is the exposure to violence. Physically abused kids tend to be more aggressive and destructive towards others. An example of this is even spanking your children. Another is sexually mistreated kids. They tend to be more towards the self-harm, self-directed, destructive behavior. On this next slide will be an example of what not to do as a parent.
Get off the table. Mom! Get off the Mom! Get off. Casey, get him. Casey, watch him.
She's a chick.
Oh, Jesus.
Just as much as you.
Ow!
Mom!
Get off the table. Get him, Jack.
Mom! Mom!
Another thing that can have an influence on aggression in children is a disturbed family dynamics. So the house, the home, that's supposed to be a place where it's nice and quiet and nothing but love. So a lot of the times there's just a criminal history between the adults and even maybe older siblings. Another can be mental illness. So if a mother is mentally unstable, such as depression or suicidal, she's unable to teach a child how to basically self-regulate their emotions and how to control themselves. Another is an unresponsive parenting style. So if they just don't show any interest or don't care how the children act out or anything, that can have a long-term effect on their health. Another is if they're too harsh with their discipline, and showing, once again, physical and emotional discipline, that can be bad. And then, just like in this picture, just arguing out loud, being destructive and emotionally, mentally hurting each other as parents, that can have an effect on the kids. And a lot of the times kids, they don't even know that the kids are present or even thinking about the kids during an argument. And last is living in a violent neighborhood. So these are often called urban war zones. That alone says a lot. But in these situations, they really lack that pro-social adult role model, the one that's going to benefit them long term, and it's actually helping more of a behavior. And an absence of feeling a sense of protection at home. So a lot of the times this is how people get involved in gangs, because they don't feel protection at home, so they seek it through their social life outside of the home. And another is just a lack of developmentally appropriate play. So they're not out playing on swing sets. They're outside, watching the drama and seeing the violence all day and every day. This kind of environment, again, will lead them to lacking that self-control. So now we need to learn about how to prevent this aggression in children. So first of all, we need that stable, loving environment that I've been saying. Firm, loving discipline. So, you need to be firm with them. Let them know when they're doing wrong, but you also need to be more positive. So on here it also says that positive reinforcement for those positive behaviors. Not always hearing when they're doing wrong. They need to hear when they're doing right. And be a good role model. Another is teaching them how to express their feelings with words versus aggression and acting out in violence. So they need to have that emotional self-regulation. And last, just controlling your own temper. So if they see you acting out, they are going to think that's normal, and they're going to imitate that behavior and act out themselves. In conclusion, there is not one single explanation for aggression in children, but social learning environment, that theory with Albert Bandera, is very important to understand. Aggression is going to be normal in preschool age kids, but they should not act out in it. And if you're seeing that, it is critical to be intervening in early years of their behavior versus trying to catch up and teach them after a way they've already been acting out in. So, thank you.